Well, folks, just another beautiful day here at the old Farmitecture headquarters. Let's go inside the shop and see what we got going. As you can see, I've made some progress on this the old Cub Cadet cab. Last night I was out here working with a headlamp. Sorry I couldn't video it, but made some good progress on that frame. Pretty rigid. Shakes the whole tractor. Nicely bolted down nice. I'm thinking when I want to take this cab off, all I got to do is take these bolts off, and I have to slide around that brake, but I think I can just lift the thing off. Anyway, I'm getting ready to build the doors for it. I built this battery box so I can actually use a larger battery. Those old actually the new garden tractor batteries just don't have enough cold cranking amps to get this old girl going. But got that box built here, so I got to get some. I've got some 1/4-inch plywood. I'm gonna cover all these openings. This is for the plexiglass. I probably have to wait on this back window because that plexiglass, I don't know about you, but that stuff's expensive. First piece I'll buy is for this windshield. And that'll run down a little bit down to this area, I think. So I have to cut it out around here. And then I'm either gonna I'll probably get another little piece and make this plexiglass in here and just carve around everything, so I'll be able to see through to this whole front end when I'm working from the cab. So I'm gonna get ready and put these side panels on. For now I'm just gonna make one of them operable, probably this side. Hinges for the thing aren't cheap either, so I'm just trying to keep costs down on this. Have to pick up some Cub Cadet yellow, I think, for it. Paint. Throw a coat of that on. So I'm going to get to work here, folks. I'll catch you in a few. Alright, folks, just one more thing I'm going to show you. I've got these original ends to the greenhouse. I built the new ones because these didn't fit for some reason. I think my arc was off a little bit from the original. But I'm going to reclaim this and use it for door framing material for this Cub cab. Well, okay then, folks. Let me show you what I've got going here. These doors are probably the most time consuming part of the project. But got to cut pretty much the way I've got this set up. Every one of these cuts, they're angles and they're different, so I always like to make things complicated. No, not really, but anyway, you can see I've got these door parts, and the horizontal pieces, I've attached them temporarily to the frame here, upper, the mid, and then this lower piece. And then with the idea that I want a 1/4-inch gap all the way around this door, I've got this heavier 2x piece for the back where the hinge is going to be mounted. And that's I wanted that so I can get a good solid anchor here. Screws through the top of the top, and then the bottom into that. Don't mind the rooster out there. Anyhow, so now this piece right here is just temporary, holding this bottom to these two pieces until I can get a screw in from the bottom of both of those legs. And then I've got a piece going here, and then I'll probably have some framing here for the plexiglass window. But the trick is you just have to remember I want a 1/4-inch all the way around here, so I've cut these vertical pieces 1/2 inch shorter. That way I've got, I'll have that gap at the top, and then where it's going to swing out down here. These pieces, I've cut those just to fit snug actually, because once I lift this up a 1/4 inch here, there'll be a gap here. So it can get a little tricky, but I think anybody could handle it. It's not rocket science. It just takes a little practice, and then your saw has to be kind of a compound miter saw so you can cut the angles. But I'll lay this side in. This door, I'm gonna frame it for a door in case I want to have it swing open later on, but for now I'm just gonna attach it solid. But it could be used as a door later on if I want to. Now all I need is to find some hinges around here. Look what we've got here. I guess that door probably doesn't need 3 hinges. Take those two middle ones off there and use for that operable side. Alright folks, I'll catch up with you in a few. Alrighty folks, so I've got my 3 horizontal pieces. Now I'm gonna, what I can do, I can just lay these pieces up to it that are gonna go vertical, and then scribe my angle line on the back with a pencil. Then I've got that all squared away. All I need to do is go make the cut. So that's what I'll do next. Okay, got these ready to go make my cuts. It's important that you label them which direction, and like this one I've got called the front, and it's the back side, and this is in. So it's important to label them where they are, so when you get them done cutting them, you can come back and know where they go. Check this out. Got that door all, robbed those hinges off of that door. I'll probably go with some chrome later, but for now, that'll get me going and save a few bucks. It's a little bit sprung, not quite square, but I'll just have a, it's gonna have plywood over the exterior of it, so that's what's gonna butt up here. And then I'll put a little hook on the inside where you latch that. Not too bad for reclaiming some wood, old wood. So this will be the operable side, and then I'll this will be all set to go. I'm not gonna hinge it. I'm just going to screw it to the frame there. So if I ever want to make it operable, I can. Okay, see you in a few. Okay folks, I've got this two bottom pieces in, and wasn't able to put the screw through here of course, but that's why I've got that holder there. And I'm going to take it out onto a flat surface to add the other two vertical pieces, so I'll see you in a few. Well folks, there we go. Got this door frame in. If I ever want to make it hingeable in the future, I can do it. See, I've got a gap at the top and a little more at the top because I kind of let this fall here so I could screw that down. So now I'm ready to put the figure out where I want my windows for the sides, and then start putting the this 1/4 inch skin over this thing. And I can send it out to paint and chrome for paint and chrome. And then got to cut the roof. I've got a piece of metal for that. Same metal I had for the pole barn here, not the pole barn, but this pole barn metal. I've got some scraps left over from this project. I'll put that on the roof, and I got some lighting figured out. What I want to do is put a nice backup light here, and actually a nice bright LED shooting out this way too. That's what happens with the snowblower, and when I got the snowblower hooked up, it blocks some of the lighting, so that ought to be a nice addition to the old Cub. Okay folks, I'll keep you posted.